Now on YouTube, how are you doing? Welcome to another video. Thought I'd give you a quick update on how I'm getting on with my MR2 championship car, race car, whatever you want to call it. Right, so I've been working on my car today, roughly. Been trying to finish off the interior, and it feels like I've been doing the interior now forever. Just trying to get the fire extinguisher plumbed in and get things looking a bit nicer. Done it now. Yeah, it looks alright. I'm going to show you it. I'll have a walk around and I'll tell you what's left to do. I've not washed it. I was thinking of washing it because it's a nice day and that, but the paint's that hot with the sun being out all day. There's probably no point washing it. I'll wash it when it's done. It gets real dusty real fast. I need to get a car cover for it in there, but I don't love it enough yet, so when the time comes. Let me show you my interior though. Right, here she is. I've never really done an overview from when I got it in October last year, and now it's almost a race car. Almost. It's not raced, so it's not a race car, is it, until it does that. I'm going to start you off here because you might notice something's missing, although something's installed. So we've got the one for the extinguisher in. I need to get another pull cord for my battery cut-off switch. So I've never had to build a car to any regulations before, so it's all been a lot to learn. Is it tidy in here? Oh, roughly. It's a bit sunny, I don't know if you can quite see. But I have painted the floor. Looks a lot better. I mean, this is its peak now because there's no muck on it at all. It was painted the other day, so you know, this is the best it's ever really gonna look. As far as the extinguisher plumbing goes, from the factory it comes out into a T-piece, and then you just T-piece it away from there. There's no need to have, you know, pipes certain length or anything like that I could see. So yeah, we've got the two down there. Can you? Of course you can. Got bright alloy shining. Yeah, I dicked around with those two for a while to try and find them in a place that I was happy with and that I could route the wires to somewhat neatly. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things look. Everything's kind of P-clips up now, out of the way. The battery cable size is 25mm squared if you're interested. That's what you'll need for a 22 amp battery starting at 1800. I mean, that should start, I don't want to put any money on it, but you know, that's a decent sized cable. It's the smallest I could just about get away with a voltage drop. I wanted to make sure it wasn't too much, it wasn't too thick, you know, weight for no reason, there's no point, is there? Oh, cable tie could snag there, look. If we go into the driver's seat, the steering wheel's, it's a Momo steering wheel, I believe it's 330mm. This was given to me by a subscriber, I've mentioned it before. It's meant to be on the Integra, but I'm sure he won't mind me sticking it on here. I think this came from Canada, I believe, certainly somewhere in North America. It's pretty mint. I've got my Recaro pole position, which I'm hopefully going to be able to use. From what I can gather, the regulations on seats are, it doesn't have to be in date specifically, it just has to be in good condition, which, you know, my seat is. It's in good condition. It's got some stamps on the back of it from when it might have been FIA certified at some point. I'm not sure on this one, but from what I understand, for certainly the club racing that I'm doing, I don't actually have to have, you know, the latest FIA, you know, winged seat or anything like that. I can just use the seat I've got, which is nice. Harnesses do have to be in date, which these aren't, I don't think. So they were manufactured in 2014, so I think there might be 5 years on them. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I need to buy some new harnesses. But that's just one of the things that I need to buy before I go. So, harnesses. I also need to get a helmet and the HANS device, or the front head restraint device. Not decided on that yet. Obviously, as I was in a bit of a rush to try and buy everything before the season started in April, but then the world obviously went tits up around then, so all the last little bits kind of just sacked them off. I don't know if anyone who's done this themselves will be looking at this and thinking, what the fuck is that, lad? But hey, it does the job, and bollocks to it. Here's another interesting part of the interior. That's my race heater. That's just a heater matrix, so that gets coolant from the engine. It's like a regular heater would, but it's a lot smaller, a lot lighter. It's got 4 outlets. I'm just using the top 2. So I've got one coming out here, and then the other one I managed to pipe it in to the OEM heater. It's a shame the windscreen's in here, else I could have showed you. I was really happy with that. So I got everything from T7 Designs and the T7 kind of vent here for the dashboard. So the other side of that fit just about in there, quite snug. I put a bit of sealant around it, but yeah, it was pretty good. Hopefully it'll work alright. Not had a chance to test the heater yet, but it blows alright. It's got a genuine Honda blocker on it. I tried to buy some blanks for this, these are 51mm, I was get some blanks and there weren't any, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I just went a bit, yeah, well that's what I did. I mean, it works, doesn't it? It's a bit of plastic, a cable tie, stops the air getting out the other side so that it can come out the top, in theory, we hope. I've also got a snap-off boss on this one at the minute, which I'm not going to keep on. This is something that I had in my Integra years ago, that's why it's come on this wheel, but I just put it on just to get the right gap here. So this is about, let's have a quick guess, about 50mm or so, and that's what I want if I'm going to use this wheel. But I am thinking about changing the wheel, so I'm thinking about going for a smaller steering wheel. Like I said, this is a 330mm. I'm thinking about trying a 280 or a 290, or something maybe with even a flat bottom. That's obviously a much smaller wheel, and it'll have the feeling of the steering being a bit faster in a sense, but apparently they work really well with this car. Tog Time reckons so, but no, we don't know if we can trust Tog Time. So best thing about this as well is, I mean, I've mounted this pull cord now, but watch this, watch. Oh, it didn't even pop, right there. Slag it. She will get washed soon. We've been doing the inside, not the out. So if I pop this, I'm not even going to be able to show you. I mean, you can get what I'm getting to. It doesn't hit that thing. It's not even close. I thought it would be. Oh, she's mint. No problem. I'm going to push the car straight because we're in the wrong angle on the sun here. I reckon it'll be easier to do a film. It's in gear. Right, so I've had to put a centre console in, you might have noticed. I didn't have to do this. It's all to do with the window switches. Now to go into that a bit further, I didn't have any electric windows in this car. All the time I've had it, the electric windows have never worked. I didn't know whether they worked originally, it wasn't something I checked when I bought it, so I wasn't too sure what was going on. Long story short, if you come down here and look up there, and you see that red box there? I don't know exactly what that is, but there's another one just up there, and it's black. Now one of them is your ABS ECU, and one of them isn't. How did I find that out then, yeah? So basically what I'd done is I'd tapped out one of the ECUs thinking that I was going to put my ABS on a switch, and all I'd done was like disconnected the power or whatever to the electric window switches, so I had no electric windows and the ABS still worked. Resolved all that today, got the right wires done, and now my windows work again. After putting this little, where's that little bastard gone? There's another one that I've had to, oh I hope I can cut it off. I might have cut it off, there's a chance. Oh no, there we go. That one. So when I got it all back together, I just had my driver's window working, and I had to go and dig this switch out in my box of spare parts and stuff, put it in and make sure it was depressed. I don't know if it stores a code somewhere or what, but it was very strange. I had no passenger window until I put that button in. So yeah, I'm just going to hide that there somewhere and cable tie it. It should really go in here, but I've messed the wiring too much so it won't reach, which is nice. So this plastic that I've used for the just where the switches are, I took the protective cover off it today, and that's when I saw how reflective it was. I didn't know it was going to be like this when I bought it, but it definitely is. It's reflective as fuck. But yeah, I've just got 4 basic switches, as you've seen before. I know this could be better, but I'm expecting to put some kind of sticker here for this, so I thought if I can send them up the side there, they'll be alright. But these are all working now, my rain light, my heater, and then the ABS. I've not tested it, but I believe I've got the right wire now. What are the chances that the 5th wire on 2 ECUs will be greener? But yeah, it is. That happened. So I'm missing a gear knob. The car came with one, but it was an original one and it looked pretty shit. I need to get a gear knob. Open to suggestions. I don't know what to get. I might get something fancy. These are different fitment to Hondas, so I can't just put one of my spare gear knobs on, which I've got a couple of ones sitting around for Hondas, but they're a different thread, so I'll have to get something. What do you reckon? What should I get? Some kind of TRD, Toyota Racing thing or something. Or just something. I don't know if I'd want it to be any higher. Obviously if you extend it the throw will be longer, but I don't really want to be hitting the... Oh no, it's pretty far away. If I could get something about there, that'd be alright. I mean, then the throw's going to be back here. Be like driving an 86. Be punching the dashboard out, man. So yeah, need a gear knob, but Interior's, it's alright, isn't it? It's looking a lot better. If you followed the journey with the car, you'll know that a lot of things just look shit to start with, and everything's coming together somewhat now. Oh, apparently we're doing 76 miles an hour. Can't even tell. They're building properly, these. This got ghetto sprayed black today as well, because it was yellow, as you can see from the inside skin, still yellow. But yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to put door cards on or not. Potentially would look neater with like a black sheet of plastic or aluminium or something like that, covering that all up. But I'll do another video on the rest of the car. I just want to do the interior today. You know about the engine, and you know what else is it to say. The roll cage is, I have been asked this before and I keep forgetting to say, protection and performance. Now I bought it from Rogue Motorsport, or I bought it through Rogue Motorsport, who are the championship organiser. But oh, there you go, look, some contact information. So this is a 6-point bolting, and the only other 6-point bolting that I've had was a Cusco cage in my Integra, and I would say that was slightly easier to install, but it was a dash dodger. So also the Cusco ones didn't have anything welded, where although this is a bolting cage, it still has welded in floor mounts and stuff. So the hardtop brackets that I've got as well are from Rogue Motorsport, so I don't have any of the OEM latches. Well, that pretty much covers the interior. I'd like to give it a start while we're here, just before ending the video. Oh, what the hell? You wish, mate, you never do 140. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've got a loose earth somewhere or whatever, but my instrument cluster often does dance around when I switch the power on. Oh yeah. So that's interesting. We've got an ABS light. We shouldn't have an ABS light that I'm aware of. Still got an ABS light. Well, I just restarted the car and I figured out why the ABS light was on. So what I've done for the ABS, I've tapped into, now I'm on the right ECU at least, the black ECU just there. I've tapped into the 5th wire, I believe, it's a green and white wire, on the larger connector. And then I've got my ABS switch here. So this was in the off position. So that's the reason why we had the ABS warning light when we started up just then. Let's see if this puts the light on when I press the switch. It should do. Yep, there we go. So confirmed. So we've not tested the, let's put that back on, switch it off. Ooh, she loves it. Well, there she is. Hope you've enjoyed this little update, just showing you around the interior. I'll give it a wash and all the other stuff when I finish the exterior. I've still got my white line anti-roll bars to install. That's going to be tomorrow's job. I've not ordered any drop links yet, so I'm going to have to try and find some. I need some adjustable drop links that are the right size for MR2s, or I might just have to make some. I've not decided yet. That's going to be tomorrow's having a look at, and then I might give it a wash after. I don't know. So there we go, that's the update on the MR2 on the interior. Hope you're all doing alright. I'm doing fine, thank you. Right, so I'll see you next time. I'll show you some more of the MR2. Not far off having it finished yet. I'm really looking forward to the day where I can say it's done. Ooh, well, I guess it might never be done, but it might be one of these cars that's actually done. You know, race cars get to a certain point and they're done, maybe. Certainly something like this, which is all regulated and stuff. It'll get to a point where it's done, because you're not going to keep developing it, because it can only go so far, right? Yeah, boy. This song's good, Japan. I'll leave you on that.